Hello everyone, this is Gregor, welcome to the stream, and oh come on again. Yep. It's gonna be another one of those streams, dropping frames and stuff, lovely. But yeah, anyway, Phoenix Wright tonight. We will see how it goes. Yeah, so you just like go over to here. So you kind of like decided that I'm gonna be doing Phoenix Wright for like Mondays only, so I don't, you know, sound like a 5-pack a day person by the end of it. Yep. It's like this one, right? Yeah. So yeah, basically just like Phoenix Wright on Mondays, and then Tuesday to Thursday is gonna be the retro stuff that we start on Saturdays of the previous week. I think it actually like fits. Hey, Archmagus, hi, how's it going? How are we doing today? Let's see, yeah. Ooh, what a day. This is not... like, Jesus, like that's like the weirdest expression to kind of like start the stream on. This is not time for relaxing, Nick. Say, you think WP's got a chance? Oh yeah, I remember now. Just making dinner and being cozy. That's nice. What are we having today? Out of curiosity. Guess that really depends on the people we found. Oh, on the people we found out about in today's trial. The director and producer? Yeah, them. Well, what are we doing here then? Let's get to the studios. Okay. No one's here. Right, now that they have Mrs. Oldbug in custody, I guess they don't have anyone else to replace her. Hey, in the guard station, look, she left her donuts. Gross. What? I wasn't going to eat them. It's like I imagine like every single player would have done like that kind of, you know, what the hell are you talking about thing. Okay, let's see. The computer that runs the studio security cameras. It looks like it's been turned off for the day. What the? Overhead map of the studios. Yeah, but we already know all of these, right? Is there like any point in even exploring in here? Security guard station. Mrs. Oldbug must like junk food. There's a mountain of it on the desk in here. The main entrance to the studios. They probably have a police officer on patrol out there. So, Hey, Nick. It looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. You're right. He's probably up to his nagging paperwork after the commotion at today's trial. So, Nick, remember that Studio 2 we heard about in the trial today? It was down that path with the fallen tree, right? Yeah, I think that's what they said. Maybe the director and the rest of them are there today? Now's our chance, Nick. Let's check it out. Yeah. Hey, new locations. Lovely. This is Studio 2? I thought so. It doesn't really look much like a studio, does it? No, that it does not. Hey, there's a trailer over there. It looks pretty sturdy for a movie set trailer. Are we sure this is a studio? Oh wait, hold on, we have to examine. There's some flowers here. Wow, so pretty! They're taking good care of these. Oh, don't get too close. Not too close. Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. Yeah, I mean, shouldn't this like be a clue or something? Like one of the pointy bits is bent out of shape. These look like materials for making a movie set. They've been sitting here for quite some time. This might as well be a junkyard. It's a big 2 painted here. Probably because this is studio... You think? It's like, huh? Nick, let's go inside. Let's trespass. That's what like all good lawyers do, right? Think it's okay? Oh well, it's locked. uh, looks like 2 people ate here. There's nothing left on the plates. Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too. What is with steaks around here? Hey, there's always room for steak. Something's out of place. Oh, wait, was that a hint? No, hold on. There's like a way to. There we go. Can actually slide the scene to the left and to the right. An incinerator. Apparently, they just put this one in. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. A light van for moving stuff and studio around, equipment around. Let's go for it. Really? Really? Stealing someone's van is fine, but I'm not going to do it because I don't have a license? I don't think that's a problem with that action here, you know? Okay, is that it? Am I missing like a hotspot? Okay, I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be important, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't really... I don't know. Just like maybe have to go someplace else first. See, this is like one of like the annoying habits that this game has. It makes you go through like a lot of places for no good reason. So you like get like triggers in other locations. Like there's like this one clue that I cannot interact with until I've been to that other location and someone tells me, yeah, you know, there's something weird about that other area. I'm like, yeah, I know, I saw that thing. It just won't let me interact with it. I don't really want to be in here. Yeah, it's a murder scene. I want to go someplace else, Nick. Wait. Why is it showing like all the hotspots as if we haven't examined them before? I mean, it's like the exact same like dialogue that we got like the first day. Yep. There's like the backdrops. Kind of wonder if maybe we have to go to the detention cell first and get like some kind of information from Old Bug. Or from... I don't know. Maybe we need to examine this. Studio mascot. Apparently it's a monkey of some kind. I don't see it. I don't see monkey. You know, like, I see this thing and what screams out to me is, what's his name? Mr. Neptune from Earthbound. Like, do you know the game? He's like the... it's like an alien kind of thingamajig, I don't know. I don't actually think the game ever explains what the Mr. Neptunes are. Yeah, we've actually done all of this already. So we've done this. We've done this. I don't think I've missed anything. Like we've got like the gate, the number, the van, the food, these things, this thing here. There we go. Oh, Mr. Wright. Thank you for earlier. Oh, no, well, that's not the voice that I gave him last time, was it? It's like a more like high-pitched voice. You can say that again, let's not. So, WP, do you have any leads that might get us going in the right direction? Sorry, but no. Be sure to tell us anything that comes to mind, no matter how small. We can rely on... Oh, sorry. Wow, that was... I thought it said rely. Sorry, I thought it said really. Wow, we can't rely on getting lucky again tomorrow. Yeah, I thought it was like another typo, but I guess it wasn't. Whoops. Yes. Okay, it's like the fanboy. Do fanboys sneak on the studios often? No, not that I know of. That security lady's pretty strict with them. But in today's testimony, didn't she say they were often hanging around? The kids really love the Steel Samurai. What's wrong with me? Damn it. They sneak past when she's not looking, I guess. Or she's like not there. Was the director present at the morning run-through? Yes, he was. He was directing how the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrates should move. Why didn't you tell us that before? Okay. Well, just the studio asked us to keep quiet. That has nothing to do with this. I hate to repeat myself, but Nick here is a newbie lawyer, fresh off the bar. He's useless. He's like, okay. Jeez. You aren't hiding anything else from us. Did the music become loud weirdly? So hi, Scorpion, I don't know. I was like, maybe I've got it like a bit louder today. I just like lowered it now. I hope it's a bit better. It happened after I started talking to Will. Yeah, there's like no music in the game up until that point. There's like just background effects. Like you only get like a music cue in like specific areas. Like at the moment there is no music playing, for example. Look, it's that assistant girl. Hey! And now there's music. Hi. WP's lawyers, right? I heard about the trial. Great job, guys. Ho, don't mention it. Is it true they caught the security lady? Oops. Actually, she just called me. She told me to cover up that drain. You mean that one? Wow, what a mess. I know. I'm not so good with handiwork. Some assistant, right? Yeah, but you do work on the props and the backdrops, right? Right. Just lots of times they end up looking worse than they did before I fixed them. Ouch. Oh, well, I'm sure these things happen. Nothing to worry yourself about. You're right. I won't. Personally, I think she should worry at least a little bit more. If you'll excuse me, I'll have to go to the guard station. I'm supposed to fill in for Miss Oldbug. Right, see you later then. Good luck with your investigation. The grate that used to cover the drain. It's a little bent. I don't think it would fit if I tried to put it back on. So the fanboy they were talking about in the trial today, he came in through that drain? So it seems. I guess they covered it up in a hurry. Hey, Nick! If that drain's covered, that boy won't be able to get in. Yeah, I think that was the idea. I feel kind of sorry for him, though, don't you? What, you want to rip the grate off? Really, Nick? We can? It's like, what? Sure. It's like, fuck it all up. It's not like this is like a crime scene or anything, right? Well, I guess some things are just made to be broken. Go on. Yay! You know, Nick, you're pretty swell sometimes. Wait, sometimes? Oh. There, that should make the kids happy. Ah, the things we do. The drain grate is off, and I know who did it. Now the kids will be able to come in again. Doesn't it make you feel great to do a good deed like that? Must be nice to live so free of guilt. Like, isn't this like a exactly the kind of point where we would check to see if like someone stashed evidence or something? There's a half-finished backdrop here. Looks like a castle. Probably Neo Oldie Tokyo Castle. Okay, sure. Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about this. I mean, what's the point? It makes it a lot easier to go up hills. Don't people cycle to get exercise? I mean, not only... Wow, privileged. Phoenix is privileged. Jeez. I mean, it's like legit people that just use bicycles because they're cheaper than like other modes of transportation. The remains of the other day's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. Oh, is that what's like off on like the other set? There's like no bones on the plates. I mean, we've already examined all of this. Why does it show them as... why does it show them, like, not already activated? So you get, like, a red tick mark when you've actually examined something, but we did all of this on the first day. So it shouldn't still be triggering us, like, a valid point of interest. So I'm just, like, skipping all of these, then. Let's move. Dressing room. Let's see. This is where the steel samurai costume was on the day of the murder. That's what Mr. Power says, at least. I guess they snuck in and took it while he was sleeping. But, Nick, what if Mr. Powers hadn't been sleeping? I wonder what the killer was planning on doing then. Huh. She's got a point. Nope, sorry. Examine. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give this to the employees. Some tea and cookies. Wait, Nick! What now? These snacks! They've passed the expiration date! Then don't eat them? They're snacks, they're meant to be eaten. Snacking fury. Yeah, again, we've like examined all of these. Supermarket tabloids? Wow, I'm kind of shocked. Maya, leave those alone. Wolfman found on Mars. I have to buy that issue. Wait, what? Oh, wow. No. Yeah. Is there like anything else? They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair is like nice and spiky. Hey, Rox, hi, how's it going? How are we doing today? We don't know why people think expiration dates mean they're good on one day and completely inadequate the other the next day. I mean, yeah, that's like more like indicators on like the general date when something is starting to go bad. I mean, I've had like more than one case where something that I had went bad a couple of days before its official expiration date. It's like always worth noting that those are like more or less estimates to begin with. Oh, hello. Oh, you look a little out of place. It's the clothes, isn't it? I thought my camo vest might do the trick. Kind of an alternative guard fashion thing. God, really? This place is deserted. Your statistics. Yeah, that's what I meant. They're like estimates more or less. Eek! Nick! What was that noise? It sounded like it... Oh, sorry. It sounded like it came from inside the trailer. Someone must be inside. Hello? No answer. Pretty suspicious if you ask me, Nick. Let's go in. I'm not sure we should be barging in. Huh, it's locked. What? Don't we have a key? No. But there's probably one in the guard station at the main gate. Then what are we waiting for? Let's borrow it. So okay, again, this is what I don't get. Why are they so stringent on like which areas you can access from like each place? Why couldn't I have selected main gate from where I was at the time? Plus, like for example, you can only get to the employee area from the gate and not from like outside Studio One. It just like feels so annoying. So, how are the studios doing? There's police wandering around everywhere. It's terrible. They won't even let me clean up. Don't want me disturbing evidence. Yeah, but like a lawyer and his assistant like randomly walking about, messing with things is fine. Haven't even cleaned up our lunch plates from the day of the murder. You mean those plates with the steak bones left over on them? Yeah, can you believe it? Do kids sneak in here a lot? Well, I don't think there's that many of them, but I do see one in particular a bunch. He's always gawking at the sets or snapping pictures. You should see old Wingbug's eyes flash when she sees him. She has a bit of trouble catching him, though. I heard something at the trial today. They said that the director and producer were here on the day of the murder. Oh, sorry. I was in the prop storage room, so I didn't see them. I guess they were here, though. The studio head seemed pretty eager to keep us quiet. So they were trying to protect the director? More the producer, really. The producers are real star here. She saved the studios from the brink of disaster and kept them running. I don't think we'd still be in business if it weren't for that producer. The producer, huh? I mean, it would be nice to, like, have a name. Wait, I want the key maybe next time? Wait, really? So we can't actually get in here because... Oh boy. Say, you work with props, right? About that murder weapon. You mean the samurai spear? Yeah, it's a prop, but it's still pretty heavy. I hate having to carry that thing around. So you'd have to be pretty strong to use it as a weapon, it sounds like. Why is Mr. Powers the only person I can think of? Could you take a look at this? That's Mr. Powers. Why is he dragging his leg like that? What is this anyway? Oh, looked like she didn't know about the photo or the injury that morning. Never mind. Wow, they gave the lawyer one of those card keys? Well, I'm sort of borrowing it. I see. You better be careful not to lose that. They're very strict about those card keys here. So I guess they won't let me get the key, so... I assume there's probably something I need to do maybe at like the detention center. Nope. Regarding the murder weapon, yes. Is it heavy, that spear? It's pretty hefty, yeah. I don't think the average person would be able to swing it around effectively. And that's a spear that broke on something during the morning run-through? Oh, yes, I goofed on a round kick, you see. I broke the spear. The security lady fixed it for me right away, though. With duct tape, we heard. So what do we do now? Wonder if there's something in Studio 2 that I haven't examined properly. Like, I don't know, maybe like the plates again. Maybe next time. What the hell does maybe next time mean? Next what? The producer, huh? So I'm kind of... yeah, next time an employee gets tried for murder. Exactly. Like, I'm pretty sure there's something I should be asking about the producer, but doesn't seem like any of the two dialogue options that I have allow me to do that even. WTF? Who are you, dude? Oh my god. Ugh. Yeah, this guy. I hate this guy. I hate this guy so much. How would I even do the voice? Huh? Wait, you first. Who are you? You look pretty suspicious to me. Whatever, lamers. How can you not know the great Salmanel? Yeah, the name too. Wow. Wonder if they made him so full in the translation if he was that bad in Japanese too. Like, I assume it's probably not going to be like, his text is not going to be like lit speak in Japanese, but there's probably going to be like this like weird... but you know, I mean, there's probably like, it'll be like a weird like internet speak equivalent that like Japanese people use. But yeah, Jesus Christ, I hate this character so much. I just remembered him. Like, from the name to the design to the way he speaks, I hate this guy so much. I made the lead shows, The Steel Samurai, mine. Read the film credits. Really? You're there, Salmonella? Jeez. No, quite alright, really. It's fine. Ruffle. What is it? You know, on closer inspection. Yes. Hot. Is it okay if I stop reading this guy's dialogue? Like, look at that. Like, it's like so gross. Skip. Oh my god. It's like literal goosebumps. Ah. I forgot about this guy. Oh my god. Buffer overrun. Oh. This screams like 50-something-year-olds trying to sound like 20-year-olds when they translate. If I'm any judge, whoever was in charge of doing this guy's translation is like way too old to have been doing this translation. God. Creepy dude. It's like unlikable and... God. God. I have to talk to him too now. Lovely. Yeah, I'm just like skipping through the dialogue here. It's like emojis in the dialogue. Like, God damn it. Sucks. What does sucksers mean? It means that whoever was doing the translation is an idiot. D. Vasquez. She's a genius, mad skills and all that. Hehe, scary though. God. Maybe he's meant to talk to you like you really... Yeah, I mean, again, that doesn't mean that I like this kind of dialogue. Like everyone says the voice acting is bad and for the titties laugh. Yeah, I know. I know it's supposed to sound that like that. Aha! Wait, what? You again! Wait, how did we do Old Bug's voice? Oh, yeah, I remember now. Eek! How rude! Acting like you've seen a ghost. You certainly got back. Oh, sorry. You certainly got back to your post quick. Ah, the police took me away. They did. They pulled out a spare steel samurai costume. Told me to put it on. Can you imagine? How could I, a sweet young old lady, wear a giant suit like that? Mr. Powers is pretty tall. As soon as they saw there was no way I could wear it, they let me go. I mean, I guess that would rule out her being the murderer. Anyway, know this whippersnapper. This old lady never forgets a slight or insult. And you won't get any more information from me. My lips are sealed. You sure are talking a lot for someone with sealed lips. Starting now, 1, 2, 3. Oh, this lady's too much. About that kid you said you saw yesterday. Hey, Moon Soda. Hi, how's it going? How are we doing today? How is everything? If I see him again, I'm taking him down. Nick, look at her eyes. She's serious. You good? About the director, the one who was here on the day of the murder. If I see him again, I'm taking him down too. Wait, what? I think she's losing it. Oh yeah, she's possessed. So, Rooks might appreciate this, but doesn't like her face look like she'd be like one of the killers in Dead by Daylight? Isn't this like the exact same face like you would see in like one of the... Oh, what's the killer called? I remember like seeing a few of them. The Spirit. Yeah, exactly, that one. Hey, no touching! I guess I'd better investigate there later. I mean, you could just like ask Maya to cause a distraction or something, right? Logic. Who needs logic? Okay, so I guess we're not doing anything here. Or here. And just wait. Text message thread on his attorney trial. Okay. That's kind of weird. I am pretty sure you're not allowed to put links in chat, but... Huh. Is Nightbot dead again? Yeah, I mean, no worries. It should have, like, coded. At least now I can kind of, like, have a look and see if it's... Have I ever mentioned how much I hate things not working correctly? Yet again. Yeah, there's like a... Yeah, it's enabled. I don't get it. Yeah, this is weird. It should have link protection enabled, but for some reason it hasn't. Yep. But anyway, I don't know, like the objection, like meme generator of sorts, I guess. So that's fine. I'll have a look at it later. It's like weird though. Yeah, Nightbot's thing is enabled. I don't know why it didn't work. Anyway, employee area. Oh, there we go. Hey! Hey, wait! I'll bet he came right in through the drain. Hey, Kiddio. What's your name, sport? I'm not a kid, so don't talk to me like that. Huh? But you are a kid. What a rude little brat. There's no way to talk about an adult. I don't see no adults here, hippie fashion chick. Hippie fashion? What? Nick, I think I'm being mocked. I mean, you gotta hand it to Maya, she's pretty sharp. And pretty mad. I'm Cody Hikins. Ugh. Call me Kiddio again, I'll cut you down where you stand, evildoer. Okay, sure. Oh, so you're a fan of the Steel Samurai? How dare you utter that name, evildoer? What do you mean? We're on the Steel Samurai side. You can't fool me. Took basically the time for the real world to catch up to the time when Phoenix Wright actually takes place for them to release the trilogy. Hope it doesn't take until 2025 for them to release more of the series. Oh, you mean like the on PC? Well, I mean, that's kind of the thing. I don't know if they can release the DS and 3DS ones, because those are kind of, you know, built for dual screens. So yeah, I have no idea. Like, although I do know that there are games that have made the jump from like dual screen systems to single screen systems. Like, for example, you can actually get on Steam, what's it called, like Azure Striker Gunvolt or something like that, which is kind of like a Mega Man-esque game by Inti Creates, which actually was originally a 3DS exclusive, but they did kind of like make it happen. But I guess, I don't know, I don't see Capcom really doing that, to be honest. Okay, then what's the last line said by the Innkeeper in episode 8? Heh, easy. Like some fries with that? Not bad, Kiddio. Watch it. You know, it's not from Capcom. They adapted to a Wii. That was far more from the change. Yeah, I know. That's kind of sad. That annoys me, actually, remembering that World Ends With You deserved better than like the Switch port. Although I will say that apparently the Android and iOS version of that is really good. Unfortunately, they took it down a couple of years ago, probably because of licensing issues with the music. But the Switch version is shit, and it's shit primarily because of how it controls in TV mode. If you actually played in handheld and you use the touchscreen, then it works fine. If a bit annoying because you have like your finger in the middle of the action all the time. But if you played on TV mode, it only works with the Joy-Cons, and their accuracy is like so bad. The accuracy is so bad they literally include a button that you can press to recenter the cursor in the middle of the screen. It's like the B button, I think, on the Joy-Con. So it's so annoying. Say, you heard anything about the incident the other day? You were here, weren't you? Did you see anything? He always, the Steel Samurai always wins, always! Yeah, I saw him, I saw everything. What? But no way I'm telling you losers. Wait, let me go. Oh, he's gone. Huh? Something fell off the table when he bumped it on his way out. A bottle? Why is that sitting here, I wonder? Found on the table in the employee area. The label reads sleeping pills. How helpful. Anyway, what was that kid saying? He saw everything. Huh? Where's that old windbug? Out of here to leave your post. Hey! Nick, that was her! Stop! Whippersnapper! Yeah, sounds like she's chasing after that boy. Natch! Uh-oh, she tripped. Maya sure looks happy. It's like time to get the key. Hey, Nick! Now's our chance. Let's check out the guard station. Good idea. Oh, this is it, Nick. The trailer key. Do. The key to the trailer in Studio 2. We'll be stealing this, right, Nick? I mean, yep. Shh. No one saw anything. I wonder if the key we borrowed from the guard station will work. It opened. Great, let's go, Nick. She seems eager all of a sudden. You first, Nick. Not that eager. Eek! Someone's in here. Names. No, hold on. Names. Our names? We're WP's lawyers and, I see. And who might you... D. Vasquez, the producer. So, I kind of wonder, like, almost everyone's name in this series is supposed to be a pun. I can't actually, like, figure out what her pun is supposed to be. D. Vasquez. Like diva something or another, but... I don't know if that really fits. The producer. D. Vasquez, she's quite beautiful. I don't know. It's like a very outdated version of like what a femme fatale is supposed to look like. I was wondering if you could tell me about the day of the murder. No. Script. Excuse me? Script, I'm looking for a script. Script? A Steel Samurai episode 13. I need it. Could we ask you a bit about the day of the murder? I need to read it. Is she like high? We're getting nowhere fast. We'd really like to ask you about the Steel Samurai. Miss Vasquez? It's on TV every week. That's all I have to say about that. It's like, Nick, she's telling us to go watch TV? The nerve of her. Hey, don't get mad at me. About the director? That creepy asshole, was it? What exactly is his role here, aside from like being an offensive stereotype? Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. I'm looking for a script. I can't be bothered with anything else. Nick, are all people in the entertainment business this weird? Yep. Starting to look like it. Nick, let's get out of here. Isn't someplace else we have to check? Yeah. Wait. Yes? If you see Manella, give him this. Why do we have to do your errands? I don't think I like her. Don't cry, she'll take it as a sign of weakness. Alright, we'll give it to him if we see him. The memo reads, bring me the script for episode 13. Okay, sure. Nothing in here that could be a clue. There's some paper cups and crumpled documents. It's like, I like that the producer is right in front of us and just like going through the trash for whatever reason. An old movie poster. Dynamite Samurai starring Jack Hammer. I guess Mr. Hammer used to be quite the star. Samurai Summer starring Jack Hammer. This poster is quite old. Wow, it's been years since I saw that show. It was one of those typical summer romance stories, but it was great. Like samurai romance? What? A typical summer romance with a samurai on a horse? What? What do kids watch these days anyway? Another old movie poster. The Singing Samurai starring Jack Hammer. What the hell do samurai sing about? Chopping off heads? Oh my god! That movie was the best! It's about a samurai who sings his way to fame and fortune. Mr. Hammer was a very accomplished singer, you know. Singing samurai stars. What's next? Ninja ballet? It looks like they were designing a set to use for the Steel Samurai show. They've got some figures on how much the set costs. I can't believe they spent that much money on those sets. This is where they had the meeting. There are documents and paper cups scattered everywhere. So where was like that creepy guy? Oh, I know. Hold on, main gate. Employee area. I just wish they had like all the locations. Like all at once. Here, I got this from the producer. Bring me the script for episode 13. Episode 13? Where did I put that one? I must have left it somewhere. Uh-oh. Really? I'm not reading that. Nick, it might be quicker to just look in all the places where he's likely to have been. Wait, are we actually going to... There's a bunch of snacks on the table. Hey, Nick! What now? Snacks! There was twice this much here before. I ate them. They were past their expiration date anyway. Jesus. The drain when the farm boy came in. He didn't waste any time coming in either. Talk about cause and effect. Yeah, I guess not. So now what? We go back and like check every location until we find the one that has the script? That's a bit annoying. Maybe it's like this one. We're back at the scene of the crime. Let's find what we need and get out of here quick, Nick. It's like this one. Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of those. The director, Maya! Take a look around that chair for me, would you? Hey, episode 13. Good work. Aren't we, like, am I really to believe that Maya, a super fan of this show, would not want to read what's in it? Isn't that a bit suspicious? Here, we found it, your script. Script handed to D. Vasquez. You're not going to talk to us? Quiet. I'm reading. Just you hold it. What's the big idea? Who do you think you are anyway? And what do you even know who we are? Powers as lawyers? Right. Am I a suspect? No, it's just, well, no, but... you wanted to know about the day of the murder. Yes, anything you could tell us could be a big help. You know, there was a meeting here at noon. Yes, with the director and the people from the network. Correct. Now listen closely. None of the people in this trailer that afternoon went to Studio One. It was impossible for us to leave. Impossible? Why? The path was blocked. The path? Oh. Well, yeah, the path. Clearly. On the day of the murder, the path that leads here was blocked? You saw Mr. Monkey on the way here, correct? Mr. Monkey? The monkey with the broken head. Oh, right, that. What an original name. That's not a monkey! Jesus Christ! Its head fell over in the wind on the day of the murder. They didn't start moving the head out of the way until after 3. It was after 4 by the time the path was unblocked. Capiche? Everyone in this trailer was stuck here until the path was cleared. Stuck in this trailer. Stuck until after 4. Hammer died at 2:30. Thus, none of us could have gone to Studio One. What? It's true. A crane came just after 3 to move the head. We called some people in to clear the way. I'm sure that corroborate my story. But wait. What if the hell fell over after 2:30? Then you could have gone to Studio One. 2:30, the time of death. Very well. Come. That's Mr. Monkey. When it wasn't broken, it announced the time in ooks. 1 ook per hour. Ook, 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 ook. Always with the ooking. Yeah, it is a monkey after all. Check its head. The clock inside stopped when it broke. Nick, it stopped at 2:15. 2:15? That's right. That's not a monkey. I cannot see a monkey there. Like, not like that nose at least. Therefore, we're innocent. Mr. Hammer died in Studio One at 2:30. See? Goodbye. Okay. What do we do, Nick? There isn't anyone besides WP who could have killed Hammer. It's over. We're finished. Sure doesn't look good. Guess we should guess. It's a plum nose monkey. Wait. Is that an actual thing? That cannot be an actual thing. Can it? Is it? I don't know enough about like zoology to know about that, but it doesn't sound like it should be a thing. You don't know? like I said, it reminds, you know what it reminds me of is Mr. Neptune from Earthbound. Wait, it's like Mr. Neptune or like Mr. Saturn. Sorry. Yeah, Mr. Saturn, okay. Why was saying Mr. Neptune? Jesus. So yeah, there we go. If you don't know who that is, there you go. So this is basically a race of alien people, I guess, in Earthbound. Oh, now what? We're fresh out of clues. Everyone's alibi is watertight. We don't even have any promising leads. Things are looking pretty grim. Who is that? It's a little early. Huh? Oh, there we go. Mia, it's you. What took you so long? Sorry, Phoenix. Maya has trouble calling me unless she's really in trouble. Oh, right. Oh, wait. Guess that means we're really in trouble? I'd say so. What do you mean we have one lead? The boy, of course. I mean, duh. He did say that he's not gonna tell us. Yeah, I saw him. I saw everything. What? But no way I'm telling you, losers. I mean, I don't know. He didn't sound like he was gonna help us at all. I'm sure you can find some way of bringing him over to your side. Either way, we should go back to the studios. That boy is our last hope, Phoenix. Thanks. Now I'm more worried than I was before. Yeah, okay, yeah, I get it. You're tired. What's wrong? Whippersnapper. She's been chasing that boy this whole time. When I catch him, I sound like she hasn't had any luck catching him. I got a hostage now, whippersnapper. Hostage? Wait, what? What happened to the boy? If I see him again, I'll lay him flat. My, what a violent young lady. Actually, I just met with the director now. My heart. I don't feel so good. She okay? Before I go, I'd like to visit the place where poor Hammer died. Oh, right, she was saying she wanted to visit the studio where he died. What's this about a hostage? When that boy was running away, he dropped this and ran. He'll come back for this one. It's kind of hard to understand here for this huffing and puffing. Phoenix, that hostage might be what we need. Cody might talk to us if we gave him that. Miss Oldbug, might I? No, I'm catching that brat if it's the last thing I do. Phoenix, do you have anything that you might trade with her? Trade, huh? I wonder. Do we even? Oh. I guess the key. Miss Oldbug, I'm borrowing this just so you know. Okay, just be sure to give it back. Okay, I wonder what the... Oh, I guess we have to go to Studio One. A perfectly normal Stepladder. Never actually used one, I don't like heights. I'm a firm believer that humankind was made to keep both feet on the ground. That's so. I guess we have to find like something to give to Oldbug. This is one of Maya's favorite movies. Maybe we should replace the poster in the office with this one. That would be kind of sad. Another old movie. Yeah. Samurai musical set in ancient Japan. Samurai musical? Is that even a genre? Well, I'm impressed. You know your stuff, Mia. For a dead person, you know a lot of stuff. Okay. Oh, Maya's the real fan. I just picked a little up. Well, okay, there's like nothing here. Maybe in like the... Maybe in like the stuff area? Or like the employee area. Oh. Hey! Hey, you, wait a second! Phoenix, was that the boy? Yeah, his name's Cody Hikins. I think he ran into the dressing room. He's sure to be in here somewhere. Found you! Damn it, he's getting away! Come back! There, he's back. How did she... Hey there, would you mind helping us out? Please? I'm Cody. Hello, Cody. I'm Mia Fey. Nice to meet you. Yo! And I'm Phoenix Wright. Who asked? Phoenix, you can take it from here. I'm not so sure I'm qualified. The Steel Samurai is so cool. I think he's the bomb. Oh, God. What would a lamer like you know about the Steel Samurai? Hey, watch that attitude. Phoenix, you really shouldn't yell like that. He's only a kid. Yeah, don't yell like that. I'm only a kid. So, do you know anything about what happened here? Could you tell me, please? I don't know nothing. There's an array of cosmetic here. According to Maya, that wig was used on some old TV show. You don't know Samurai Boogie Wiggy? You're even lamer than I thought. Why does everyone but me know about this show? There's a box of snacks on the table and some cans of soda. They're all empty. I'm glad Maya isn't here to see this. She'd be devastated. Sorry? What was that about Maya? Nothing. Yeah, the samurai spear. That's totally cool. Wish I had one too. This kid and Maya would get along great. Hey, it's the Steel Samurai! Huh? Why is he drying his foot like that? Where'd you get this anyway? Like, there has to be something that we can pick up for... what's your name? Old Bug. She was saying she wanted to visit the studio where he died. Oh, maybe like the key card? Hey, that's a card. Studio One? Right, a card key to Studio One. I could visit poor Hammer. I'd like to visit. He died. I was his fan. You don't have your own card, Miss Oldbag? Studio One isn't my turf. You'd let me borrow it then? I mean, yep. If I give her the card key, then I won't be able to get into Studio One. Yeah, but we get the thing from Cody. Why don't you let her borrow it, Phoenix? I mean, I guess it can't hurt. Here you go, Miss Oldbug. Listen to me, Sonny. I don't like having debts to no whippersnappers. You take this and we're even. Deal? What's this? Steel Samurai trading card? Oh, that sneaky kid dropped it. I figure it's pretty important to him, though. Thank you. I may have a use for this. Yay. Bye-bye. Let's see. Haha. Cody, these look familiar. Hey, my UR! UR? What? UR, you know, ultra rare. That card's really hard to get. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb. I'll give you this if you help me. But that's my card! By offering me something I already own, you're in effect eschewing the very base of our consumer society, namely the principle of fair trade. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb. I don't know, I just like this kid all of a sudden, I don't know why. What do they teach these kids in school these days? Quantum physics? Whatever, I don't need that card. Huh? I got a double. Just keep it, it's yours. What? After I went through all that trouble? If you want to trade, find me a really rare card. Really rare? You mean there's something rarer than ultra rare? Ultra rare premium cards are way rarer than player... God damn it. It was like so hard doing the voice. Just give me just like a moment. Ultra rare premium cards are way rarer than plain ultra rare cards. Come on! Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb. Premium? Rare? Why do I feel like we're talking about steaks? Okay, sure, but where do you find that? Oh, hi. Hello. What brings you here? Oh, well, I had to arrange some stuff. Yes. The girl that was with you, doesn't she seem a little different? Oh, who was like talking about this last time? Like, if people actually know the difference between Maya and Mia? Like, is she even the same person as before? Nope. She's the same as always. Same as always. Okay, whatever you say. Have you seen that boy since then? Nope. You missed it though. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! All over again. The security lady was chasing around after the boy so fast I thought she'd collapse. Of course, he got away in the end. Boy, was she mad. Actually, we saw them. How's the old windbag doing? She was squeezing donuts through her clenched fist back at the guard station. Some people take their jobs a little too seriously. Are all the posters on the wall here of Hammer? Yes. It's really a terrible loss for the studio. But his popularity had been waning recently, right? That's true. Then again, after what happened? After what happened? You mean you don't know about Hammer? No, what? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything. Tell me. Wait, now you have to tell me. What happened with Hammer? I'm sorry, I'm probably not the one who should tell you. Uh-oh. Why do I get the feeling something's been covered up here? Anything. Hey, that's a Steel Samurai trading card. I collect those actually. I'm one card away from a complete set. Complete set? Yeah, a set of one of each card. Huh. Wait. That's it. That's the card I need. You don't know how long I've been looking for it. I don't care what kind of girl you might think I am. I need that card. Please, I beg you. Please trade with me. They both do and don't notice what happens. Yeah, I know. Trade with you? Yes, trade cards. Look, I'll even trade you an ultra rare premium card. Trade me a... Huh? Yes, it's a good deal for your ultra rare. Please. Phoenix, can't you see she's desperate? What's everybody getting so excited about? Okay, sure. Really? Thanks. Then this is for you. Very valuable. Okay. Yahoo! And there she goes. Doesn't doing good things like that make you feel great? No, it makes me feel anxious, actually. Yeah, it does. This is literally... I just literally leveraged her like need to get the full set to get something much more expensive as a trade for it. I didn't leverage here. I mean, yeah, kind of. It still feels a bit wrong, though. See this card? Yeah, so, wait, that's it! That's the last ultra rare premium card I need. Come on, give it to me, please. You gotta give it to me. I've never seen him so eager. Right, okay, how about a trade? You're on. I'll give you a samurai spear and throw in an evil magistrate to boot. No. Not that kind of trade. I don't want cards. I want information. Huh? You sure? Fine by me. Okay, Phoenix. Let's hear what he has to say. If he knows something that could help us, we can have him take the stand tomorrow. Yeah, she was in control. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, still. It's kind of like weird. So you like the Steel Samurai? Yeah, he's so cool. I guess you're judging him by his looks. You have to look at his actions, at his life. I'm being lectured on life by a grade schooler. You like him too, don't you? Me? Yeah, I love the Steel Samurai. So, tell me what your favorite thing about this. So, tell me what your favorite thing about the Steel Samurai is. Well, I've never seen a full episode of that damn show. Actually, I'm kind of a fan of Will Powers. Whoa, that's totally hardcore. Calling me hardcore? So what else do you like about him? Don't tell me I have to keep this act up. That's kind nature. Yeah, right. Come on. You like his kind nature? What a guy. Totally. He looks so tough, but inside he's as gentle as a kitten. Yeah. Really? I like it when he vanquishes his foes. Yeah, with Sam. The Steel Samurai always wins. Always. Check this out, it's my fan album. What the? It's all pictures of the Steel Samurai. I go to every live performance. The stupid publicity stunts where they beat each other up in public. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. With Sam. I got them all, I never missed one. A perfect collection. Check it out, my new digital camera. Wow, that's very impressive. The newest model, isn't it? You bet, lady. I just got it for my birthday. My album has a name, wanna hear it? The Steel Samurai, Path to Glory. I mean, it clearly says Samurai Scrapbook here, but sure, okay. The Steel Samurai always wins, always. Hey, if you want this, you can have it, lady. Really? Are you sure? Yeah, I took this with a digital camera. I got all the data at home, so I can always make another one. Well, then I'm happy to accept. Thank you. What's with people always giving stuff to me, huh? What a life. Yeah? Okay, so tell me what happened. You were here on the day of the incident, right? Yeah. Did you see anything unusual? Yeah. Cody? Cody, he needs to know because he's fighting for justice. Isn't that the Steel Samurai's motto? For great justice? You have to help us fight for great justice too. Yeah, I saw everything. Well, we might get some useful information out of him yet. Okay, what did you see? Cody, I need to ask you something very important. What did you see on the day of the incident? I got here that day around 2. I had to come in through the woods out back so the old lady wouldn't see me. I got kinda lost though. I was in there for maybe half an hour or so. Then I finally got to the studio. After that... What is it, Cody? The Steel Samurai killed the bad guy. Oh. He used his samurai spear just like always. One shot, one kill. It happened so fast, I got scared. I went home after that. I see. That must have been hard for you. Man, you say those nice things. Man, you say those nice things, but it's so obvious you aren't speaking from the heart. Right. Mia? Yes? I think we can say for sure this means the Steel Samurai did it. Sure enough. And the director has an alibi, so it wasn't him. Indeed. So the only person left who could have been is Will Powers? I have to admit, it's kind of a shock. One shot, no kill, no lunch, no kill. Yeah. Let's not call him then. I think that would be wise. Let's to leave this one alone. Oh. Not so fast, pal. I heard everything. This boy's here's a key witness. Oh, holy shit. Hey, Gibbon, hi, how's it going? How are we doing today? How is everything? You butchered the joke. That's fine. My fellow. How have your new place streams been the last week or so? I didn't manage to tune in, but I think you were doing like Kingdom Come or Gibbon. Hey, what's up? Phoenix Wright is up, and me trying to do voices and also be very, very quiet about it. It's been good. That's nice to hear. And he's under police protection, starting now. Come on, son. You've got a rendezvous with me down at the precinct. No, I ain't going. Wah! Huh. That didn't go so well. We're back to 0 leads, and now we have a serious handicap in court. What are we gonna do, Mia? Well, I really need to be going. Don't worry, Phoenix. I'm sure you'll be fine. Bye-bye. New studio's working well. That's nice. Yeah, I saw some pictures on the Discord. Kind of like seems like it's kind of like shaping up to be like a nice cozy place. Come to the trial tomorrow, please. I need you there. Phoenix, can I ask you something? Do you really believe that Mr. Powers is innocent? I do. Of course he is. That's all I wanted to hear. Excellent. I'll see you in court then. Great. Thanks, Mia. See you soon. To be continued. Okay, that's it for tonight. Nah, that's not how it goes. So, what were you playing today? Just like save. Like getting like very warm in here too. Just like get like the AC on for a bit. So what voice did we give this guy? Oh yeah, there. Mr. Wright? Yes. Why do you look so unhappy? Oh, nothing. It's like nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? She looks even unhappier. Phoenix, your crying is now practically dead man walking. Wait, what? Really? Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to you. Wow. Oh, that's cold. This is no time for dead people jokes, please. You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet, if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked. We have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that or lose the trial. This isn't gonna be easy. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned that there were other people present at the studio. Today, I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if it'd be that producer. The prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand. Oh, not him. Not him. I hate this guy. Objection, yeah. That's like probably at like the end of this trial. Will the witness state his name and profession? God. I'm not gonna voice this guy, I hate him. You don't know me? I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai. Noob. Raffle. Salmonella, I'm a director, television. Were you at the... God. Were you at the Global Studios at the day of the murder? Why did I go like that? Yes, Your Honor. I'm gonna stop doing voices now. I'm so confused. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day. Phoenix, let's start by picking his testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right, she doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. I was at the studio from around 9 that morning. During the morning I was doing, Sorry, I was like not gonna read those. An action scene run through it, look at more time, blah 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 blah. I heard that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area, but I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it. The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., and according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Blah, 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 blah. Come on, get over with. So, hold on. Is that when you always come into work? Oh no. I come in all sorts of hours. It's the industry way. Yeah, I know all about the freaks in your industry. Still, for what it's worth, I was pretty busy all that day. Sad emote. Tell us more about that. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. In the employee area? That's right. It was a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate. Was anyone else at the run-through? Oh, yeah. That security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing. Lol. She was cheating on Hammer, if you can believe it. She certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else? Nope, just us four. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. Let's see. Why did it go on so long? I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this, but WP twisted his ankle during the run-through, see? Oh, right. That's the limp. Which of course led me to missing my lunch. Rofs? Okay, that's like a new one. I've never actually heard of that one. What the hell is a Rofs? Rolling on the floor starving? Really? I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. What exactly did they have for lunch? T-bone steak. The assistant cooked some up. Okay, that was actually kind of funny. Come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones in the employee area. Everyone else, meaning that the witness did not eat with them. But I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. So, in the end, you didn't get to eat? Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it? That must have been tough. Phoenix, doesn't something about that seem odd to you? It's a little vague. Actually, there is something bothering me. Mr. Manella just now said steak at least. So you ate something other than steak? Yeah, good call. But what do you mean good call? I had some chocolate in my pocket which I used to stave off starvation. No, that's not how chocolate works. Is that all? I was sure I was onto something there. We were in that meeting until around 4. What were you discussing? The Steel Samurai story and our budget. Get this, the sponsors turn to me and say, Mr. Manella, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can you believe it? Actually, I kind of can. So, nobody left the table during the whole meeting? Yeah. So, you didn't take a single break? Well, yeah, another one. What's he sweating about so much? Phoenix? His alibi holds powers is... fine. So what's my... It's like this one. Mr. Manella. When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. Who ate lunch there? My dude, it's like lunch. Chill. No, I'm good call. Yeah, I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it, but I did it after all. Oh my god, what's the up with his face? T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer thinking I could eat it later. So when exactly did you eat it? We took one break during that meeting. Did you now? I wolfed it down then. God. Mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Jesus, yeah. Not kidding. Wait, if they took the break in the meeting, that contradicts his testimony. Nope. Gotcha. You didn't take a single break? Well, yeah, another one. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Press harder. Ew, gross. Objection. Well, not objection, but, you know, still. Mr. Manella, you've just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during a break? Oops. Ruffle. Well? Mr. Manella, what's this all about? Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break. Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manella, your testimony, please. Really? Uh-oh. Edgeworth is laughing. Well, he's like more like cackling. It's not like laughing. Yeah, for what it's worth, we took a break, but it was only 15 minutes. 15! That's only 13 in base 12. Oh my god. Not enough time for someone to say commit murder in Studio 1. LOL. That's only just enough time to eat T-bone steak if you ask me. Gross. I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. Like, jeez. What time exactly did you take this break? I'd say it was from about 2:30 until 2:45. 2:30! That's the time of death! So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer and come back. I guess it's possible time-wise. Yeah. But it was only 15 minutes! What were you doing those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak, what else? There were 2 plates at the table. Oh, right, the other one was Vasquez's plate. Vasquez, the producer. To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes, that's quite a feat. Nah. Why is that? Ugh. Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1? Well, Mr. Wright, Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give an answer. Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio 1? Nope. I can't keep claiming the impossible. I agree that it was impossible for anyone in the trailer to go to the studio at one time. Haha! I thought you might be thoughtlessly treading in on thin ice again, but I see you had at least an inkling of the truth. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? It's quite simple. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mr. Monkeyhead barred the way. It was like the oddest moment to like have a close-up on Edgeworth. At around 2:15, a strong gust of wind knocked off the studio mascot's head. Ergo, when the people in the trailer took a break at 2:30, the way to the studio was blocked. Okay. Blocked by Mr. Monkey's severed head. Mrs. Monkey's severed... Wait. Wasn't it Mr. Monkey? Oh. Okay. Good catch, good catch. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point, and somehow I feel no desire to correct him. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manella from the stand. What? It's over? Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of those people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness. As the kid. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment the steel samurai skewered the victim. Order! I will have order! I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for a recess. Okay. What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi. I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia, don't tell me you've given up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before, not while there's a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio One. I thought there was more to it than that, but I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen to me? Well, you're going to jail, buddy, for a long time. It kind of seems everyone in the courtroom thinks I did it. I think I'm a murderer. Oh, don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you're innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to the children everywhere, after all. Thanks. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. Okay. So I kind of have to wonder, does it turn out like that it's the assistant that did it? Because she could not have gone to the trailer to deliver the steaks at like 2:30 or something. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern, as our witness is a grade schooler of tender years and this is a murder case. We worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. Nice to see Edward taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hikins to the stand. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on. Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness. What? Just cause you're all grown up don't mean you can push me around. Cody, answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hikins, I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. A witness, I mean, Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You were at the Global Studios on the day of the incident? You got a problem with that? Please tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there again? Just Mr. Edgeworth would be fine. I prefer a bearded gentleman myself. A very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid? And you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. I don't really know how to use it all that good yet, but I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix, I wonder if you had that camera on the day of the murder. You'd better make a note of it in the court record. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw on the day of the incident. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found them up on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods of the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio there was a Steel Samurai. They totally rocked. Right before my eyes out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow!
If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell ya. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home.
Okay.
Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination, but be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child.
This kid is tougher than most adults we've seen here, honestly. Yeah. Found him up on the internet. Was that day the first time you've been to the studio?
Actually, I've been a couple of times. I never managed to get there on rehearsal day, and that security lady is always yelling.
Right, please continue.
Chill, Pops, I'm getting to it. How am I supposed to talk without you cutting me off all the time? Jeez!
I went through the woods, blah 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 blah. Okay, I just need to press here to be off the path.
Yeah, you know how the studios are in a valley there. If you go off the path a little, there's woods. That's where I was.
I see.
Anyhow.
Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio?
Unusual?
Did you see this monkey by any chance?
Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted.
So you went straight to the studio? Okay, I got lost. You got lost in the woods?
Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, I was relieved. Man, was I relieved when I saw the blue studio doors? But guess what happened next?
The steel samurai?
Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside.
I see. What then?
Totally wrong. Blah, blah, blah.
What sort of bad guy was it?
A guy, a person, kinda tall, skinny.
Are you sure it was a guy?
I don't know. He was kinda far away.
Huh, he's being awfully vague.
Of course, the steel...
Damn it. No. What happened to the bad guy?
Huh? Well, he kinda didn't move. Not a bit, like he was dead. I guess he's a real prog. What a great actor.
Yes, I suppose he was. If you had your camera, you mean you weren't carrying your camera then?
No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time.
Oh, really? So what evidence do we have? Always carries it. Contains photos. I guess like he should have had like the camera. No, don't press.
Hey, go back.
Cody, what you just said? Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that.
Eh?
Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right?
Mr. Wright, a word with you.
Uh-oh, was I putting the pressure too much?
What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about?
It's, a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera? You know, how do I explain that?
I see.
Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studio. You did bring it, didn't you?
Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so.
New in 2016?
Yeah.
I mean, sure. I don't care if it's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court.
What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney?
Well, Cody?
What? Yeah, so I had my camera, so what? You got a problem with that?
Wow.
So you did have a camera, and did you use this camera? Why would I use it? I was too busy watching.
Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. I guess. Hey! Redeem the random fact. Let me just like load those up. Get you your fact for the day.
Let's see. Skip. So it's like a royal fact for you today. Did you know? To ensure the Queen receives her food on time, the clocks in the royal kitchen at Windsor Castle are set 5 minutes ahead. Which is kind of stupid, but yeah, sure. Yep. That's like a kind of annoying fact there. It's like a very royal fact. Could just have stuff done 5 minutes earlier than the time. Yeah, I mean, exactly. That's like the it's like so stupid, like the idea. And like if you work there and you know that all the clocks are 5 minutes ahead, wouldn't you kind of like mentally compensate for that? Like when you like see the time and be like, yeah, it's like it says 12 o'clock, so it's like really 12:05. Or it's like 11:55, sorry. Or something like that. Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai, he was for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. The Steel Samurai rules. Is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay. Let's see. So you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight? Yeah, of course. You didn't turn away, not even once? No. Okay then, tell us exactly what happened. Yeah, I'm getting to that. So the bad guy attacked him first? Yeah. What sort of person was this bad guy? I told you, a person. He was a person. How was he dressed? I kinda don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai. I see, and what happened next? Then the bad guy stopped moving. Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, cause the Steel Samurai brought him to justice. And how exactly did he do that? How did he do it? With a samurai kick and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap. Something like that. No. What? Don't give me that look, Pops. How should I play this? Cody? What? Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah? So what? Yet you missed the most important part. What's the meaning of this? The witness has stated what they saw quite clearly. Shut up. You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me, what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap? My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurai's fight, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital? Well, that's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you can figure this out. Mr. Wright, your answer. We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? Your Honor, I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? Aha. Here's my proof. Proof? Can I... Oh, come on. Is that not it?
Because he's learning how to use it, right?
What's that? The camera?
The witness stated that he recently received this camera.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation.
I'm aware of that too.
Ah, correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment?
Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Hey! Bullseye. What's your problem, Pops? Got a thing for picking on little kids?
Pressing, not picking.
Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly.
Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. Right. That's that's totally what I did. I realized that. Cody, there was only one reason when you could have looked away from the fight, and that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct?
Yeah.
Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Right, Mia means business. The defense would like to request that Cody Hawkins testify once more.
Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera and about why you didn't take a picture of the fight?
Welcome to the real world, kid.
Yeah.
Jeez. So sad.
Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain, so I held up my camera to take a picture, but the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened.
Yep. Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure, but I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. When the lens opened, what did you see?
Well, a person on the ground and the Steel Samurai.
That's all?
Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture.
I would have once I got that lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even once? Nah, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's got to be something here I can use. Cody! Listen up, Cody Hawkins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture.
Hey!
Bullseye?
How did you know?
I see through all your lies, Cody Hawkins. It's one of my powers. I was like, but really?
Wow!
This feels great.
Yeah, I took a picture.
Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody?
I took a few shots, but I was too late, so I erased them.
You erased them?
Yeah?
Why would you erase a picture of your beloved Steel Samurai victorious?
Well, you know, why would I want to keep a picture like that?
He's becoming less and less cooperative. Better find a clear contradiction soon. How can I pick holes in... There has to be something. Dig up the dirt, Phoenix. Blah, 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 blah. Is this like where I present like the scrapbook?
Yeah.
Funny part was stops being bratty. I mean, I kind of like the kids' attitude, to be honest. It's kind of funny for the most part.
What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow up with something bad.
I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day.
Huh? Oh, right.
What was it you told me then?
I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wizam! I got them all. I never miss one. A perfect collection.
Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called Path to Glory. Kids these days, am I right? It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hawkins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Wow. Order! Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? The Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary. I certainly wouldn't expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. Oh, no, wait, no way.
Phoenix, I think we finally discovered the truth. And what the truth it is. Yeah, are we sure about this? Did he actually... I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what's going on here.
Like someone just shot him. Exactly. Why would the boy have erased the photos he took? Yep. I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos.
You mean the Steel Samurai lost?
Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I?
Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No way, no! It's impossible. The Steel Samurai never loses. He never loses to anyone, ever.
Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he raised his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose, yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won.
He couldn't handle the truth.
See, these are like the pop culture references I live for in games.
Yeah, you can't handle the truth. Order? I will have order. Witness? You can't handle the truth. Yeah. I mean, Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw.
Yeah. Yep, there we go. Breakdown. Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right? From where is it? It's what's it called? Wait, what? Archie, are you okay? I have like no idea. Few Good Men, yeah, exactly. Is it like a code again? I don't get it. If I'm being honest. You're dead, Scott. What? Is that also a code? Oh, that because when they bust just up in the movie? Really? No, okay. I don't remember that. I mean, I've only watched like the movie once, and it's like everyone more or less just knows that one scene. It's like, tell me the truth. You can't handle the truth. That's kind of like the most recognizable quote, I guess, from that movie. I should like watch it again at some point. Maybe it's like on Netflix or something.
Okay, you're right. The Steel Samurai fell down.
So, no, A Few Good Men is like court drama, but in the Navy, I want to say. There's like this Navy lawyer, and he tries to untangle like a what's like a corruption or something. USMC, Marines, yeah. Okay, so it's not the Navy. Never mind. I mean, like I said, it's been like ages since I watched that movie, but it's like considered like one of like the best of like its kind. So I would like probably recommend watching it. Code Red situation. Yeah, I remember someone got like murdered, and like the base commander was trying to cover it up or something. So it was like Tom Cruise, Demi Moore, and Jack Nicholson, I think. Hey, Titanium William. Hi, how's it going? How are we doing today? Just finished your shift. I'm like trying to get through Phoenix Wright. Yeah, it's like well worth the look. It's like a very interesting crime drama.
The Steel Samurai get down. Then he didn't move. Order, order, order. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Shut up, Miles. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently we have all made a serious error. An error? What's this all about? If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. Ooh, pain in the back, yeah. I've had those like for a long time now. Hope it goes away soon. I'm like sorry to hear that. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the victim, was the killer, that was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Order, order. So the Steel Samurai in this photograph, you're saying the man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer? That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Powers' foot injury. But wait, hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio One already? That's what everyone thought, but remember what Mrs. Oldbach said in her testimony. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Sitting in front of PC, yeah, exactly, that's like partially the problem. Mr. Jack Hammer left the employery after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio One. Nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. But why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know. I get it. But I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strange, so it was a different person inside the suit. Pops! What? Huh? Me? What? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved. Data? Yeah, I found on my digital camera. What? Show me! Show us, quick! No way, man. Not if you're gonna look at me like that. No. Here, this is it. Well, looking at this is still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. Kids are not allowed to the court. I mean, normally yes, probably, but this is like a magical other place where you're allowed to lie in court and until you get called out on it, like everything is fine. Kids are allowed. Yeah, it's not an accurate law system simulator. And that is an understatement. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix. Mia? What? Look at the photo once more. Only you suffer from perjury, no one else? Yeah. I know, right? That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. What? The guard said nope. Your Honor, may I see the photo once more? Certainly, I don't see why not. Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo. Guess it's like the number 2 on the gate. I think it's here. God. Like, what is it? Is it like the tip of the spear? Or... It's like the 2 up here. Oh, never mind. There we go. Your Honor, look at this. I see a gate. Might I draw your attention to the number on the gate? The number? Yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. So clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct? Ah! I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. But that's impossible! Hmm? Eh? What's all this about? Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court.
I love it.
The numbers, Mason, what do they mean?
So funny story, I've never actually played the first Black Ops, so I have I don't know how like the scene goes, but I do know the meme because I've played the second one and they kind of also mentioned that in there. Such a nice meme that. I like the judge though, he's like, can I like get included, please? I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. Aha. Just bribe the judge. I wish. Here at Studio 2. I see. That would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. The path to the trailer was blocked. So we have heard. The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. That's how it works in your country. Sadly, that's how it works in most countries, unfortunately. Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony. Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. Bruh. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime. Studio 2. What? Madness. Insanity. Salmonella. Yeah, I know exactly. It's like his name, Salmonella. Jesus. As you may recall, there is a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Mr. D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. Objection! Order! Order! The defense make the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard, Mrs. Olbach, saw that it was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a steel samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness. Jack Hammer is the victim. The victim! Why would he steal a steel samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim, Jack Hammer, stole the costume. Do we have proof? Madness. Phoenix, even if you're not 100% sure about this, you have to try. You have to bullshit. Bullshit everyone until you win them over. I mean, sorry, Your Honor. Actually, I do have proof. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. Oh, those are the sleeping pills? Get your ass kicked by them in Rome at the moment. Oh, that sucks. This is it. An empty medicine bottle? I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. There's an actual reference to that? Wait. What, like Sparta? Really? Was the movie like that old at the time? Huh. Wait, the movie wasn't like in 2008? I have to check this out. I was like very curious to see. 2006. So what about like Trials and Tribulation? Let's see. Trials and Tribulations 2004. No, wait. The third one is called Justice for All, right? Yeah, Justice for All. So that came out... No, hold on. Translation was made in 2005. Yeah, but like 300 came out in 2006. Oh, if it's like in 2006, then that makes sense for EU. The label reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills? The defendant, Mr. Power, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Now, this is what we call conjecture, ladies and gentlemen. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes, but there is no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. An idea? Very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle. Meh. I suppose you're right. Very well. The court will take possession of the bottle. By the way, the bottle that we've been handling for like the entire last day in-game. Or does the game mean to imply that Phoenix somehow thought to like bring like rubber gloves to pick those up? The court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hawkins' testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we've previously thought. The Steel Samurai seen by Mrs. Oldbag may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2, and those in the trailer did have time to commit the murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow. Why is the defense attorney tasked with doing this? Jesus. You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor. This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Like in like what weird universe like the defense attorney gets to like investigate because he's a protagonist. Yeah, but I mean, doesn't make sense. Like, everything that you do in this game outside of the actual trials would have actually been better if you were playing like a police detective. Like, if the story showed that you were playing with, what's his name? Gumshoe in the investigative parts, and then that information kind of like made it to Phoenix for the trial parts, that would have made so much more sense. And it wouldn't like need that much more like, you know, differences in gameplay, right? Because you're basically kind of like swapping out a sprite with another. It's just that the dialogue would have been different. We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial. Me too. Really? You both seem so confident. Maybe I should take up a career in acting. Wait, doesn't that actually happen in the 4th game? I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. Dead? I already proved my client is not guilty, but it's in that game. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. That's the... I mean, that's kind of like the video game thing that, you know, you have to have like a fail state. But what I don't understand, it's like story-wise, it would have made much more sense to control Gumshoe during the investigations instead of Phoenix. We have to go make our final investigation, but I promise you, we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right, thanks! Okay. To be continued. I think, like, if we kind of like rush it a little bit, we can probably like get this done before the end of the stream. So at least like next week we can start with the 4th trial. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad, I'm sorry I missed it. Huh? Oh, Maya. So, what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof. In Miles' game, you fight... Yeah, I remember, like the first one at least that I've played. And fun fact, in that one, your sidekick is an actual thief. It's like I don't know what like this series has with like putting the sidekicks always being like little girls or like very young women, but in almost like every game that you play, there's always like a little girl sidekick. In the Phoenix Wright games, it's Yadagarasu. Yeah. Her actual name I think is like K something, as far as I remember. But yeah, in the Phoenix Wright games, it's Maya. In the Apollo Justice games, it's what's her name? Tracy. And yeah, later on there's like Pearl, but I think it's like Tracy. Yeah, exactly, like the magician girl, like the Phoenix's adoptive daughter or something. And then in like the 3DS one, it's I think it's also Tracy, I want to say. But then they kind of at that point they kind of have like a more kind of like distributed role, because you actually control a lady called Athena Sykes in that one, and Apollo Justice and Phoenix Wright are kind of like supportive roles in that one. And in the Miles Edgeworth games, there's like that K girl or her thief name Yadagarasu. Initial trial? What's that? That's a new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. So, under the system's trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've got no time to waste. The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick? I think your guard's down. Yeah, I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die. Whew, she's alive. What's your problem? I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. She always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Can I ask you about Salmonella, the director? Sal? He's soft, a pushover. Does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. What? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? Well, you know, it all started with something called 50 Shades of Grey. That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't. Who would have guessed that Phoenix might be like a sub? So, about Mr. Hammer. I heard about what you said today. Cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer. You drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Par's costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. Okay. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume, then he left from here to go to Studio 2? But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer? So yeah, we can no longer go into Studio 1 at least, so it's like a bit limited, you know, in what we have to investigate at least. Hey, Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hello. Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Excuse me. Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shh. Huh? Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh dear.
Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. Yeah, okay. He's like not getting anything here. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems pretty messy in here. I guess she still was on a high from getting that rare card she needed. Was she? Oh, you know what? Here. Nothing in here that could be a clue. Just some paper cups and crumpled documents. Maybe we've actually like examined all of these, right? Like nothing we could be doing in here. This is where Salmonella and this Vasquez ate. Something wrong? I don't know, I'm getting this funny feeling. I mean, yeah, there's like no bones in like the T-bone steak. Oh, is this when we have to look at this? There's some flowers here. Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these. Come on. The mascot of Global Studios. Apparently its name is Mr. Monkey. Yeah, we've read all of these. I have to do it again. Maybe the employer, yeah. Oh, it's gonna be that annoying director again. I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them fielding, just one time. Oh. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. This is where you found the bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there's any other clues lying around. You good? Ah! No, no, no! No touching! Eek! Wait, what? No, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean? I almost had a heart attack. I guess I can be a little dramatic at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Wait, what? The what now? Dramatic indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces are off. So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to those sleeping pills, see? If there's traces, it'll change color. Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? Now, everything in due time, pal. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright? Yep. So the food on this plate has been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Who knew? How goes your investigation? To tell the truth is a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers, and some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. What's his problem? Okay, how is Edgeworth doing anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crashed his paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa, talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crashing paper cups. Cups? Bottles? Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills. Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle. So that means... Yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. They know if they fix it, I just kick it off again. Oh, that poor assistant.
Yeah, that's like the general idea behind this.
Empty dressing rooms like this are kinda lonely, aren't they?
I'm sure Mr. Powers will be back soon. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
So, okay, is like anything that we should be examining here, or is it just like a case of going around all of the locations until we get like all the encounters with the NPCs? It's like so annoying. It's like sometimes like so very unclear what you need to do. I'm pretty sure like this bent thing is gonna turn out to be the spear or something. So that's probably what I need to eventually examine. But like I said, it's so annoying that sometimes it has like this weird like gating system where you have to see certain events in like certain order, even if you know what you're looking for. Like you're not allowed to act on it until the game decides that you've kind of like been fed enough information. Which I guess is kind of like a problem generally with this kind of game. Like if you want to do like a puzzle or like a deduction game more than anything, like how LA Noire did it as well. All of like these games for like all the deductive abilities that they ask of the player, they at the end of the day they are games and they have to have like a specific order. Could also be seen as a feature of the legal system. But like the prosecution thing, I mean, yeah.
Mr. Wright, you did very well today again. Thank you.
Oh, thanks. Could you not look like we're about to burst into tears? Can't just Sherlock literally anything you see. Well, yeah, but I mean that, you know, that broken thing there, at least it should have some acknowledgement that, hey, that looks kind of weird. Why is it like bent like that, out of place? I mean, I do get why it has to be done, but it ultimately makes me feel, I don't know, it's not exactly annoyed, but it does feel like a shame that if you're like, you know, I don't want to say clever enough, but like if you're observant enough, you can't actually solve it any faster than the game will allow you to. And it's even worse that it doesn't even give you like that much of a clue after like the third or fourth case of where you need to go. So you have to go through everyone that's available and talk to them, and then see who else becomes available to go talk to them, and then kind of, you know, go through the entire thing. You can't actually like skip steps or anything.
She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days.
Why is that?
Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and
what?
Nothing, forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow.
Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manella?
Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director, but something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the same Salmonella. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. You can imagine him. Oh, no. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, I was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago. Whoa. Shadow Moses, yeah. Oh, that's exactly what I was thinking too. I was just like about to say Metal Gear. Good catch there, good catch. Oh, there we go. See, this is what I meant. You have to go talk to Powers in prison. And, well, in the holding cell. And then she just like magically spawns here. Every time someone says 6 years ago. Yeah. God bless Kojima, giving us so much like quotable material. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? But WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done, but this week is the last episode of The Steel Samurai. What? No! Okay. I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh, I guess the rumors must be true then. Wait, the rumor? Yeah, Miss Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Tell me. Dirt, you know, bad stuff. Bad stuff, not butt stuff. That's like a different thing. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was too. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then? What do you mean, The Last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed that Steel Samurai's death warrant. No. Also, I heard that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kid shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad that that's what Global Studios decided. Okay. Why aren't they going to make kid shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. We'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. I'm your father. I mean, it's not... Different quote. Oops. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Something. Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. And this is? A fan collected all these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be cancelled just so some adults can save face. I mean, yeah, but you're showing it to an assistant. What can she do? What about Maya? Or Cody? I would think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay, but what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios so intent on hiding. Tell me about the accident 5 years ago. Okay. Okay. You'll find another idol? Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently, 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up, and that's the dirt she had on Hammer? And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. But his career flopped anyway, right? You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbug. She was here at the studios back then, you know. Thanks, we'll try asking her. If she'll talk... Oh boy. Okay, moving back again. Seriously, I don't get why we don't get like a full list of where we have to go. Like, I mean, I get why the first time we have to be to an adjacent area because it kind of like makes sense that we, you know, be there physically to like find out about the other areas. But I know where the studio gate is, right? I know where the holding cells are. I don't think that I should need to tell Phoenix to go, you know, from point A to point B to point C to point D, so that I can like go where I need to go. If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? Huh, the old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer. She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance? I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Who told? What did you hear that from? Nichols. Nichols? Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols, the assistants we talked to. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers! Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed no less. I suppose you think this is fun? Games? Fun? No. I mean, who in their right mind plays games for fun? She's like insane. She doesn't know what she's talking about. No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume? Is that the sleeping pills, I guess? Sorry, Mrs. Holbach, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mrs. Powers' costume. It's like this one. Here's my proof. What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he used those proofs on Powers? Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes, so? This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer, rest your soul. Wait, that was it? Miss Oldbag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Oh, Miss Oldbag. You're right. 5 years ago there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. What? Miss Oldbag? Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this. Huh? A photograph? Oh. Wait a second. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell into the flower box fence.
Wait, why is he holding like a tennis racket? But how did you get this?
It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. And the writers didn't bother putting an explanation in.
I understand. Yeah, it's like a freaking tennis racket. He looks like he's about to like go to the tennis court. Like, look at that. Was he supposed like the other guy has like an axe? What the what? Okay. That must have been like a very weird episode to see. She's not even looking.
Where?
What?
Where did you get that?
I...
Old bug.
Old? Not even the weirdest episode of the series. She means the security lady, Miss Oldbug, Nick. Right, anyway. Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer.
The wind.
Huh?
It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind.
Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. We don't actually have animation to show that. Shh. Like, I have to ask, is it like a good idea to do this? Like, follow like a person like that inside the trailer? She gonna attack me or something?
You came, you idiot. Well then, what was that you were talking about?
My issues figure to talk all of a sudden. Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kid show for petty change.
So I'm a blackmailer now?
Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star.
Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere.
Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord.
But you were the cause.
You pressured him, and to think it was just an accident.
Excuse me. What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure?
What do you mean?
Must I spell everything out for you?
Think, what would it be if it wasn't an accident?
No, no way.
You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose?
That is what I mean.
Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think, would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. Why is she confessing all of a sudden? But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hand, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. Oh, so that's why she had the photo.
She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold.
And now she's gonna steal it from us.
Give it to me.
What? This is valuable evidence.
Boys?
Yeah, we're idiots. Who are they? Gee, I don't know. Maybe like a schoolboy choir. That's what I'm gonna say. They all look dressed like they're about to like start singing.
Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased?
What?
Trial ends tomorrow?
How unfortunate. This version of Hardest to Notice, they look like Yakuza. Yeah, I mean, resolutions and all that.
It's a shame you'll have to miss it.
Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should Vasquez care about it at all?
I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No.
Again, game over.
Hold it right there. I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. Yeah, boss, tell him. I'll be looking forward to it. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Wow. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Thank you. I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. I was only doing my job. Detective Gumshoe. Sorry, it's just I've always... Sorry, it's just I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Okay. Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. Oh, and who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez.
Save your progress, indeed. Final day. And it's also how Japanese games see age. Gumshoe's like 32. Do they actually ever like say how old everyone is? I mean, I'm pretty sure like Phoenix Wright mentions he's like 24 at the first trial. But I'm not actually sure if like mention like everyone's ages. I'm pretty sure they go into Edgeworth's background in the second game more than this one. And they go like, oh, he was like a child prodigy at the age of 8. He became like a... Oh, it says in the profiles, really? True, I always forget about these. Maya Fey, Miles Edgeworth. Gumshoe is like 30, yeah. Will Parse is 23. Like no way this guy's like 23. Like, Jesus Christ. He looks more like 63. Almost like dyeing his hair or something. Age question marks. This guy. In this case on purpose? Yeah, I mean, fair enough.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence.
Hey, Millie Mage. Hi, how's it going? How are we doing today? Wait, direct opposite of Wright? What, like me? Or whoever I was like looking at the moment? The actor. Wait. It's like this guy? Oh, because of the hair? I mean, yeah, I guess. The mane of hair.
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present at the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well.
Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today.
You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. Prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day.
Dun dun dun.
Will the witness state your name and occupation? D. Vasquez, I'm a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer of Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes?
Huh?
I dislike needless banter.
He's the edge of the series. I mean, I think like by the third game, he's kind of like a secondary, like, I don't, it's like a, he's not an antagonist by the, like, even like by the end of this game, he kind of like becomes a bit more sympathetic, I think. But I think like by the third one, he actively kind of helps Phoenix. with his cases, or like with like one of his cases, I think. And then he gets like his own spin-off in like the Ace Attorney Investigations. Secondary protagonist. I mean, I don't think he's like that big of a role. Like maybe like tertiary next game. Wasn't it like in the third one that he actually like helps him out? I don't remember. Like I've played. I've never finished any of them, so I can't really remember the protagonist. Yeah, I mean, yeah, fair enough. I'll see. Well, depends if I'll see or not. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Phoenix Wright didn't have an edgy protagonist. Yeah, they had to import one from like the 1800s. This guy. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. But, right, if she's guilty, I'll catch her with your pants down. So to speak, gross. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later, when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk, what with that monkey's head toppling over. Huh. Let's see. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Whoops. It was a 15-minute break. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. No, you didn't. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else? One person is enough. Is it? If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have time to eat the T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proves she didn't eat that steak... Well, Nick, find anything? I kind of wish she'd said a little more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss, but I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere. I mean... The thing is that, like... I don't actually... Oh, God. Shut up, 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 shut up. It's like the thing is I don't think I have like that evidence because there's like something that I noticed but didn't get registered in here. Like the plates don't have like any leftovers in them, like bones and stuff. I hate doing this, but I'm like gonna start like pressing from like the first one. By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in at the employee area? No. Are you always this terse? Yes. Oh dear. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a bit more about that. No. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. Okay. And where exactly was that?
I've forgotten. What? Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. You would think? Oh, come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean? Gross. It means what I just said. I had Sal take me to the in the Studio 2 van. Oh, right. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. Oh yeah, I've seen this one. The game still starts calling out. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. It does, but I don't like doing it. So I'm pretty sure it's like the very last one that we need to like present something on, but I'm not sure what exactly. Maybe it's like have to present this to kind of like say, hey, yours didn't have a bone in it. Oh, no, it's not. Is it? Ha, as I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at the table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Miss Vasquez? Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? Worst thing. Salad T-bones. Woof woof. I think I know how. You ate a boneless steak. Oh, you ate the bone too. It's like too funny. You ate the bone. You ate a boneless steak. You ate a boneless T-bone steak. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Pigging on salmonella. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Haha. I point my finger at you. Order? Are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai, and then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes? I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? You couldn't. Aha. I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Ha! You see? Yes, however, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning? The samurai spear was not the murder weapon. Like her recoil animation is so funny. It's like she's like straining to not like swear out or something. It's like... What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. So it's like a lot of possible answers here. Like one is that because it's like duct taped, it would not have like, you know, been able to penetrate without like breaking again. Like we do know that what happened here, it's that she kind of like pushed him on the thingamajig here. Yeah, I think it's like we have to present the spear as the proof. I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. The game didn't have characters taking damage animations. Yeah, that's like actually... I would totally recommend checking out a channel called New Frame Plus. They have like a very good breakdown of how the Phoenix Wright animators did like a very good job of like using minimal resources conveying this much like movement and emotion, I guess. Actually, you know, because I do like recommending these things, let me just like dig it up for you. There we go. It's like this one here. I would totally recommend watching it, to be honest. It gives like a great insight on, like, from an animator's perspective on how, like, just like minimal sprite animation does so much work, like carries this game so much further. Remember that the spear broke during the morning action scene run through, but someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Holding Bug's face there, yeah. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? I mean, this is like something so obvious that you'd think someone would have noticed it the first day. You know, the thing is duct taped. You can't actually put any force without it bending again. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence! I'm the one testifying here and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? Yep, totally. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I wave my finger at you again. I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. Wait. Oh, there we go. Look at this photo. Look at this photograph. Oh, what is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order! Order! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret of the studio. What does it have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? Well, honestly, it's like more like through the abdomen rather than the chest, but sure. What? Are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Dun dun dun. Has happened again. Brrr. Mr. Wright, continue. This is interesting. Tell me more. Tell me how this ends. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Mrs. D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Don't keep low pointy fences next to stairs. Yeah, that's like a health code violation or something. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. Poetic justice! Or something like that. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you in my script writing stuff. Wait, You deny that's what I say it's true? Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio One, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio One and returned to the trailer, all in the space of a 15-minute break? Only that those years ago they would have pointed us. Yeah. Samurai tennis racket, okay. How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting in the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio One and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? She couldn't deal with it. I bet she could move it. She had another way. Like, what do we know? Like, she probably did. She, like, probably had Salmonella kind of, like, load him into the van and take it. But then the problem is that, like, this thing was blocking the path. So maybe they... Oh, you know what? They stashed him into the van until 4. But if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands, for instance... Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. Ahaha. And there was a way that you'd carry the body. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. Hold on. She put it in the demon's thing. Okay, there you go. Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio One with your hands and used the Studio One to do it. It's like later on when she has... Yeah, she used the T-bone state. I was like, what's this? I was saying. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio One. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio One. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Hold on, Wright? Don't forget, it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Nah, I don't think so. Of course he wasn't. Ha! So without Mr. Manella noticing anything, she put the body in the van, then managed to put the body into the costume? Are you seriously suggesting that it's possible? Of course I'm not serious. Yeah. You can lighten up a murder. I mean, this game tries its hardest to lighten up all the murders, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Mrs. Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. What? I win? What? Yay! What happens next? Huh? Don't tell me. Do you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean D. Vasquez? So it was you? You killed Jack Hammer. What's with like the weird poses? Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right? But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. Proof seems to be like a very nebulous concept in these games. Like, in other cases, this kind of conjecture gets taken at face value, and now you have to prove it decisively. Order. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but, there's no proof. Only Phoenix is required. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? You did it. Miss Vasquez, you did it. That wasn't a question. Did you do it? No. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? I'm not sure that question helped this court in getting any closer to a verdict. What do I do now? I'd like you to testify again. Testify again? Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn. Damn. To come so far only to fail. That's gonna be like Mia is going to pop up and Whoop. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objective, Your Honor. I didn't. I see. Very well. That doesn't mean they will. Your Honor, I request the witness testify again. You're the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Yeah, one of your favorite things. It's like such a weird like exchange here. It's like also probably like the it's like actually like in a way this is like good writing because it kind of shows slowly that like Edgeworth isn't like the bad person that the first two cases kind of show him to be. Like yeah, he's forging evidence and all that stuff. But I think this is like kind of like the beginning of like the redemption arc for this character, which is nice. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed, verily I say, ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick, why did Edgeworth? Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But, wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that... Oh, Edgeworth, you're not a bad guy after all. After finding the body. Whew. Okay, it's like the last one, I think. I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police. Then Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying, "He did it!" I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay, Nick, we're close, real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out... Twist the truth out of here, Nick. Eek, right. Okay, let's see. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember? Remember? What? There was a dead body lying in front of us. You expect me to be calm? You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. That's harder. Wait a second. Wouldn't that be the other way around? The other way around? You discovered the murder. You discovered the murdered body, and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Vasquez, logically speaking, perhaps, but no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his steel samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus when shooting at location. No one noticed he was missing. Poor Powers. Well, I suppose that explains that. Very well, Miss Vasquez, you may continue. Blah, blah, blah. What was everyone else doing at the time? No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent. So we stood there until finally Powers arrived on the scene. Sorry, I'm late. Then, silence, dead silence. Silence. Hey, Nick, why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. Old bug, the security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going towards the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I held all this after the fact. That photograph? Meaning the one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. I don't think there's anything there I can use. You asked to be left out? Yes. It seemed like everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us. Covered for you? Or covered it up for you? There must have been a lot of writing on it, all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. The script and the direction notes? Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Press harder. Wait a second. I thought you came to the Studio One for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Yeah, but you... No, stop. Go back. No. She couldn't have known before. Why is Edgeworth the one that gets to object to this? I'm supposed to be objecting to this. Your Honor, I have an objection with the witness's last statement. What? Think. Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio One. Hey. Oh, rookie mistake. God damn it, I'm the one that was supposed to do that objection. I don't like this game anymore. Order, Mr. Edgeworth. What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. Edgeworth stealing my job? Yeah, I know, right? The jerk. Just leave it all to Edgeworth. I'm going home. Edgeworth can be like both prosecution and defense. I'm just like going to get like some tea or something. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? Can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well. The witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't... Oh, I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal, he told me. Sal, the director. Have to find something to peg on here, blah blah blah. It's like the last one, right? No, not press, damn it. Keep forgetting like what button to press, like it's like tab instead of So let's see, what was it?
We're to meet at 5 for the rehearsal.
So I'd say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manella arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. Wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you.
Promoter of justice.
Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet.
Well,
then you could have put Hammer in that costume with Salmonella's help. Oh? What did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into any costumes? You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy.
boy.
The witness will continue her testimony.
From what you heard, prosecutors actually drop a lot of cases in Japan because they don't want to take on bullet. Really? Edgelord. Was that like an autocorrect? Yeah, I don't get what I need to... Yeah, silence, hahaha. I mean, we've seen like all of these. Yeah, we're like going through like this again. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so like, well, like, how are we pressing this? Yeah, it's like something I'm missing. Where were the other employees when we got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Check what she's saying more careful. Yeah, that's like what I mean. There's like there's something I'm missing here. Without his steel samurai costume, powers doesn't really stand out. Let's write on the testimony. Was we saw an old bag. When we found the body, the assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. Immediately called the police. Then Powers showed up. Security lady was agitating, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. Asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Oh, that's right. Wasn't she supposed to be like too tired to go back to the... Oh, it's not this. Damn it. Yeah, I'm stuck. It's like probably like very obvious and I'm just like not seeing it here. Oh. Hammer was injured. Wasn't it like Will Powers that was injured? There we go. You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? See, here's like the problem with that. Like, it's kind of hard to notice because both like Will Powers and Jack Hammer are kind of, you know, only marginally involved in the story. Like you don't like interact with one of them at all, and the other one you only see like in between the cases. So it's kind of like very weird. It's kind of hard to put like names to faces kind of thing if you've not like interacted with them enough. Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo, but that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Also, yeah, you know, Mr. Powers and Mr. Hammer, those sound like very similar. Now, why did you think that Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manella. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah. And when he was doing this, well, it would have to have been after he put on that Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2 where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez. Yeah, their names are unremarkable and generic. I mean, their surnames by themselves are kind of unremarkable. Like Jack Hammer kind of sounds like the power tool. So I guess you would kind of like have it like a bit more remarkable. You met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in the Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. No, you caught me. Order, order, I will have order. Witness. Can you refute this claim? She's gonna like break down. Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Why are the real kills always so persistent? Is that really a question? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing.
Yes, you would need a motive.
Wait, was she actually the one that killed the guy?
I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for those pesky kids and the dog.
Yes, Scooby-Doo. I mean, does have like a Scooby-Doo vibe, like the entire series.
If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she has a motive?
Of course so.
Okay, I have proof and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence as to Mrs. Vasquez's murder... why she did it. This is my proof. This is the photo from before? This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial, it began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, the accident preceded Mr. Hammer's fall, his fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Hammerful, yeah. Bringing us to the present day and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Mrs. Vasquez's motive for murder.
I mean, come on, it's obvious. Allow me to present the court evidence of Mrs. Vasquez's motive. I mean, she's like right there on the picture, right?
And this tells us why Mrs. Vasquez wanted to kill Mr. Hammer? I'd say all it proves is that the defense attorney has completely lost his marbles.
Wait. Oh, come on. Is it that she had no motive? Because like you can actually like see her in the picture here, see? And that like it has to be her. I guess. But yeah, I don't think there's like any other... She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? So it's gonna turn out that like he tried to kill her and she kind of like pushed him back in self-defense. She wanted the van. Yes, she wanted the van all to herself. It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Mrs. Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What? What? So sorry. What? Oh, my voice is all like going. Your Honor. Jack Hammer dragged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the steel samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore that costume to fool the security lady to thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. Why is she getting upset? Like, doesn't that mean that she didn't like self-defense? Right? So you did do it, didn't you? Yes, I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Miss Vasquez, what happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel, Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No, how could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene. No, Manuel, don't touch him. Oh, wait, was like the guy that died here, fiancé or something? Wow. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again. Yay. We win. Mr. Edgeworth, where's D. Vasquez?
In the waiting lobby, Your Honor, as calm and collected as ever. Ah, I see. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. The world is bullshit, not miracle. Thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found that he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Yeah, top tier achievement. It's like a what's it called? Like gold trophy. It's like the difficult ones on PSN. That is all. This court is adjourned. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. How from the GBA technology keeps your model with your smoking. I was like, that's called like a. God damn it! I know what it's called. The. I think it's like a cigarette holder or something like that. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder. Still call it pipe? Probably not. I mean, it's probably called like something French. I don't know. It makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? It is a pipe. Okay, fair enough. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because... There we go. It's because you were the Steel Samurai. I think it was self-defense until she tried to frame. Yeah, but technically she didn't try to frame, right? She technically just avoided the court. Who tried to frame was... Jack Hammer tried to frame Will Powers. And like the leftovers from that attempt kind of started this whole thing. Right? Because like the whole reason that Powers was arrested was because of the camera photo. Where like the Jack Hammer came by like limping. She did try to create a fake murder scene. Oh yeah, I guess yeah, she tried to hide to hide the accident. Yeah. I mean, yeah, in that case fair enough. But I don't think she tried to frame anyone for it though. She's also blackmailing. Yeah, I guess. It's called a kiseru pipe. Ooh, that's like interesting. Because I was the Steel Samurai? Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in a kids show and as the villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him anytime. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. Can't get life sentence for pirating music. Well, you wouldn't download a car, would you? Oh, I just love that code. You wouldn't download a car. So, for those of you that don't know, it used to be like in the early 2000s, they had like these advertisements playing. Like major music labels kind of wanted to steer people away from like piracy, I guess, because that was like the time like Napster and Kazaa and like all those peer-to-peer like file sharing programs kind of had like their big moment, and they had like these very, very stupid advertisements about also don't want people to listen to music. Yeah. Like the tagline for like the most ridiculous of them was, hey, you wouldn't download a car, would you? So why would you download music? It's like, one of those things it's not the same with the others. Congratulations, WP. Ow. Oh, thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Well, is something wrong? No, of course not. Haha, Nick Edgeworth. What? Ooh. Yeah, I don't like his close-up. It looks so weird. It looks like he's about to like murder someone. The villain is dead. Well, yeah, they also mentioned that the studio was like even like without all of that. What's your name? Penny. She does mention that at some point that that they were like about to shut down the production anyway because of the murder. Like this was like before they figured out like both the director and the producer were kind of, you know, accessories in like murder. Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? Huh? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. We did say something. Wait, what? I'm a big fan of... Ah, yeah, I remember. You look like you're about to murder someone. Well, like this guy, not like the other ones. So yeah, this is actually a major plot point in what's it called? The first Ace Attorney investigations, the Mile Edgeworth, what's it called, like spin-off. Like one of the first major cases is like you get to investigate like a rival show to Steel Samurai, I think. And like all of the dialogue between Kay and him are like, yeah, I like the, I don't know, like the Silver Ninja or something like that. I don't remember what it was. And this guy's like always thinking, I don't get this show. I prefer the Steel Samurai or something like that. Which was like a nice, cute callback if you've played the first game of the series. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar. Right. I must say I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings. Icky feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kinds of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Mr. Wright? Was that guy your friend? Oh, wait, Wright? Wait, what? Did I just like miss something? Hey, Manafe, hi, how's it going? How are we doing today? How was, oh! That's so weird. It shot like, wait, like so late, like a full minute after. No, you didn't do it wrong. Sorry, just a moment. Hey, sorry about that. Apparently I'm being too loud again. Sorry for that. So hey, hi, how's it going? How are we doing today? You didn't do it wrong, but it just like I think Twitch kind of delayed a little bit in firing off the raid. I was giving Gray a hard time just looking at his face. The rivals, yes. So yeah, what are you streaming today? Although I think you kind of like caught me in the tail end of the stream, unfortunately. And so the curtain closed on another trial, caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming cage. Hey, they went back to making kid shows again. Lands of Lore 1 and... Oh, you finished Lands of Lore 1. How was Shadow Keep then? I'm kind of curious. I've had like a lot of problems with that dungeon. Nick, this is it. The new show starts today. You're gonna watch it with me, right? I'll admit I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy trading cards too, okay? You have to trade with Cody and the assistant. I mean, fine, I'll do it.
Isn't it great that WP gets to play the leader? Wait, he's gonna fit in like this costume? Ah, Castle Cimmeria, yeah. Sorry, Shadowkeep is... What game am I thinking? I just remember that in Lands of Lore 1 at like the very end there's like a big dungeon that always gave me trouble. I actually had to like use a guide to get through. I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real world powers. Hey, the end. That was it for this trial. Now we get to turnabout goodbyes. Haha. Play the game so often you're fine. Yeah, I mean, it's like a very interesting RPG, to be honest. Although I will say that I like prefer the second one to the first, just because of like how weird it is with like, you know, what's his name, Luthor, kind of like transforming and stuff. Because you get like, for those of you that haven't played, episode 5 would work so much better if this happens before episode 4. I don't remember which one 5 was. 5 was like the DL6 incident, right? I think. But yeah, I'm actually just like going to stop now. Episode 5 is the DS Extra one. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just like gonna call it for today. Just like go here. It's like also like sweating. It's like so hot here. So hot in here. But yeah, in case you don't know, the Lands of Lore series is kind of like a weird one. In the second game, you play as a guy that's like cursed, and he constantly transforms between 3 different forms. He just like basically becomes like a teeny tiny lizard, or like a big ass hulking brute, and then he goes back into like his normal size. And for the most part of the game, you kind of like switch between those 3 randomly. So they had to kind of build every level to accommodate all 3 forms, because when you're like the teeny tiny lizard, you can actually go into small corridors and like holes in the ground and stuff like that. But when you're like the big dude, you can actually smash through barriers. So all of the levels are kind of built along like 3 different paths or so, which is kind of nice. But yeah, anyway, I'm apparently being very loud, and it's already like 1 a.m. So I'm just gonna call it for tonight, since we've like hit the end of this, and see like who would love some attention. I can see someone that might get annoyed by the attention. Thanks for everyone for sticking around. Hope I entertained you a little bit. Apologies to Manafei for not for like catching me at like the end of the stream. But I'll see you all tomorrow with Thief, Deadly Shadows, like throughout the week. I raid him with water. Yeah, that too. Anyway, let's go raid Melee Mage, who's doing Monster Train, I think. I did with you too. Yeah, I mean, it happens. Sometimes, like, you know, time zones and stuff. Playing Thief right now. Oh, nice. It's actually Deadly Shadows, the one that we're streaming. So yeah, that's going to be for tomorrow throughout Thursday. And yeah, I'll see you around soon. Good night.
I could re-roll.